Successful Business Relationships, part of the Sticky Sales series. There's an excellent analogy that our mentor Peter Thompson uses, referring to business relationships as the inexorable progress from coffee to making love. When you first meet a partner, you take them out for coffee. Over time, you slowly build your relationship with them, earning their trust and respect with frequent, sometimes small commitments until the day arrives that you're both finally ready to consummate your relationship, which is a very good feeling. Try to imagine one end of the room as coffee and the other as making love. Where most people go wrong is that they try to make love before they finish the coffee, the inevitable result of which is rejection. You need to work the relationship if you and your customer are going to get satisfaction. In a professional network, a mix of strong and weak connections is natural and even healthy. However, while many of us are adept at building our networks, we don't spend enough time nurturing them. Think of your LinkedIn connections and Twitter followers for a moment. With how many of those connections have you had limited or no direct contact in the past year? While there's some residual connectivity via status updates, remember that it can be difficult to break through the noise of a typical day's 175 million tweets and 140 million LinkedIn users posting status and group updates. When a connection starts a new job, is promoted, or changes professions, send a congratulatory note and inquire about the change. Use the opportunity to catch up on other matters and provide an update on your status. When you hear of something interesting, let the appropriate people in your network know about it. Think beyond jobs and referrals to everything from committees, board positions, speaking opportunities, writing assignments, and special projects. Offer to provide an introduction if you're comfortable doing so. Everything is electronic now, except when it's not, and then it stands out. To get someone's attention, handwrite a note and post it to them. Have you recently read a good book or interesting magazine article that you think a contact would love? Post it to the person with a note expressing why you're sending it. Your contacts are in your network for a reason, so remember to take advantage of their knowledge and experience. While taking care not to contact people too much, reach out when you have a need and you know your contact will be able to assist. Inquire about other matters during the exchange and thank your contact for helping you out. Remember to meet local contacts for coffee, drinks, or lunch periodically. For remote connections, this may not be possible, but if you do travel, try and meet on the occasions when you're both in the same city. The chances are that many of your connections could help each other out if only they were connected. When you feel an introduction would be beneficial and both parties have agreed, introduce two of your connections to each other. Sometimes you won't have an explicit reason to reach out to a connection. However, send a short note to check in and inquire about their professional developments. Provide a brief update about yourself and thank the person for being part of your professional network. Business can be brutal. Sometimes you will win a deal, sometimes you will lose a deal, and sometimes there will be an option to win a deal if you do something unethical or illegal. For our part, we work with people that we like and trust. We don't work with people lacking in ethics or morals. One of the interesting things that we see in business meetings and networking events is how, in a room full of people, you can successfully exclude others from joining in, sometimes without realizing. When people try to monopolize the time of others, it precludes anyone else joining in, and this is contrary to good relationship building. Be sure to check that you are not the one doing the monopolizing, otherwise you will become the party bore that no one will want to talk to. If you say that you're going to do something, you should just do it. This will gradually build people's level of trust in you, which leads us nicely to the very last tip in this particular section. It's true that you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so use them in that proportion. The more you listen, the more you will learn. Ask open questions, show interest, encourage people to talk. Remember the first point about offering something? Well, you're offering to listen to them, and you will get a lot in return.